Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Miranda. If you're new here, I am a fall 2016, spring 2017 Disney College Program alum. I worked merchandise at Epcot and I loved every minute of it. It was literally the best job ever. So if you want to see more videos from my Disney College Program, I'll link them down below so that you can go check those out. So, how do you get a Disney professional internship? So for me personally, I knew that applications came out around September. I wasn't sure when. I had done no research on this beforehand. I knew that I wanted to be like Amy Puddles and go do her job, but let's be real, we can't all do that. So I did get some good advice from her and my friend Kelsey about where to start, how to kind of look things up. So with being a marketing major, I looked for anything through the list of internships offered to see what kind of lined up with my degree, what I'm used to, kind of what I like as well. And so a lot of the sales positions were something that interested me personally, so those were the ones that I really paid attention to and wanted to put a lot of detail into. So a couple months leading up to it, I had been already working on my resume, making sure that everything was perfect, things kind of related back to what you would expect in a sales position. So what that means is I would go and add my keywords, stuff that a machine will pick up on so that you're not automatically kicked out, because the way the process works is they send it through a program, they pick out keywords, and then it's like, okay, I want to look at this person. So technically it's not a human reading it at first, so just kind of be aware of that and make sure that you have those keywords. A lot of times you can go look up the job description and take words from that and make sure that you just kind of put them in your resume so it picks it up. So I'd worked on my resume for quite a while, made sure that it was perfect and everything, so that way when applications dropped I was ready to just hit submit, and that was basically it. So it's a little bit different than a college program. You're not doing a web-based interview. It's not the same process. Basically nothing is the same. You submit your resume. You fill out a few questions, like the basic questions, what school you go to and stuff like that. And then from there, it's just literally a waiting game. And it will be more stressful than the college program, I guarantee you. So for my specific internship that I accepted an offer for, I applied on September 18th. That was when I submitted my resume, made sure everything was good. I don't remember if I wrote a cover letter for this one. I know that I applied for about 18 to 20 different jobs. So whoever says there's a limit, there's not. You can apply for as many as you want. It's not going to hurt your chances. Honestly, I don't think it helps or hurts you. So I applied for this one on the 18th, and I applied for a lot of sales positions, and another one that I was really interested in was the VIP tours. And so I didn't hear anything back until October 4th. And that was when I got an email to schedule my phone screen, which was the first communication that I'd heard about any positions. And it just said that it would cover up to 9 roles, I think. So I wasn't sure what to expect, what exactly the roles were. I knew they related to sales, and it also included the VIP tours. And so that initial interview was pretty laid back. The lady that I got the chance to interview with was very nice, very sweet, made it feel very comfortable. One of the major things was she asked to list in order what my preference of roles were, given if it was the one that she was interviewing over or not. It didn't really matter, just to list them all in my preference, so that way after that interview she could go back and pair it up with what employers would be more interested in me and kind of find a match for it. So after that, she told me about the roles that we were actually interviewing for, and they covered all of them. She said it was a very basic interview, and so she just kind of asked what my work history was, things like how would you react in certain situations, what you did well in a difficult situation, and just kind of basic questions like that. And so from that interview, I could hear an offer, first of all, from any of the positions that I was interviewing for, or I could get another interview. So it was just kind of like what the department does and what they decide to do. So from there, I didn't hear anything back until October 20th when the department that I ended up accepting an offer with called me to schedule another interview that would be talking to, I believe it's 3 other ladies on the phone. And so that was like the department specific interview. They went more into detail, and so I set up that interview, and that was scheduled for the October 24th. And so I guess they called me on the 20th, and I set it up for the 24th. So during that phone call, they told me about the role, kind of like what to expect. I know that it's the first time this one specifically is being offered, so they didn't have a ton of information on it, but I got the basic idea. And so they asked more questions, and I had the opportunity to ask them questions as well, and so it was pretty funny. My story with that interview is I just got a new phone and it had some technical difficulties. So the first 2 times they called me, I couldn't hear them, they couldn't hear me, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get any position, like this is how it ends, and I was just almost in tears. So I restarted my phone really fast, and luckily they called me for a 3rd time and everyone was able to laugh it off, and so it actually made the interview way easier because everyone was kind of like, that's just kind of how our day's going, and so it made it really easy to talk to them, and so I think it went really well. I mean, obviously I got the job, right? And so from there they said that they still had another day of interviews, so I wouldn't find out till about a week later. That's kind of what they said. And so on October 27th, I got an email from a Disney recruiter who asked for me to send 2 weeks of availability so that they knew when they could call me. I needed to schedule about 30 minutes that they could talk. And I didn't know exactly what this interview was. I didn't know if it was an interview, if it was an offer, because it could be an offer, but it could also just be requesting more information. And so I decided to record that, so I'm going to insert that clip now so you can just watch it for yourself. I think it's really fun. My interviewer was life of the party, like loved him so much. And so here's the clip. I think that's the only question I had.
What is your interest level in this internship on a scale of 1 to 10?
A
1
10.
being not at all, 10 very... Wait, I didn't give you this.
Sorry.
You're like 27.
Exactly.
Alright, so I think you said 10.
Yes.
Alright. Any other questions that you can think of that I can maybe answer for you?
I think that's all.
Alright, very good. Well, first of all, thank you for your time. I appreciate you scheduling time to meet with me.
No problem.
Secondly, I have one more question for you. Can I put you on hold real quick?
Yes.
Okay, you still there?
Yes.
Okay, so, just one last question, and then I will send you on your way. Fair enough?
Yes.
Miranda, on behalf of the Walt Disney Company, I would like to officially offer you a paid internship with our Central Florida sales group starting in January. Do you accept?
I do.
Congratulations!
Thank you so much.
Okay, I told you it was really quick.
I know, I was like, oh my gosh, you're scaring me now.
I was just like, it's just gotta be, I just need to verify all the information, make sure everything lined up and everything as well. And also make sure there's no more questions.
Yes.
There as well. Alright, so first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Secondly, you're gonna get an email, and it's gonna have the offer and the dashboard. This is a little different than college program. With professional internships, it's a professional role. Well, two things I should tell you. I'll tell you this fun part.
Okay.
The fun part is, when you get your offer letter, I recommend printing it and then frame it. Ask me why.
Why?
Well, first of all, it has Mickey Mouse on it, but that's what I did when I got my internship offer letter. I framed it because it had Mickey on it, and I still have it to this day. So you might want to have it because it's really cool. Kind of keeps it
That's so
great.
cute. I still have my last clock out with Mickey framed, so.
Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, fair enough. So, and then the other thing is, unlike college program though, it's going to hit your dashboard. They've been going pretty quickly today. It takes about 10 minutes to 30 minutes.
Okay.
But once it hits, you have 24 hours to officially accept or decline the position. So you have to make sure you accept it within 24 hours, because if you don't, it'll time out, and then you got to go through the whole process all over again. And believe you me, you do not want to have to go through
Yeah,
that.
I do not want to go through that.
Okay.
So, as you can tell, I accepted a position with Central Florida Sales, and I don't know exactly what I'm doing, so it's kind of interesting. I know that I'll be working in ticket sales with the hotels and events in the area, so kind of just pushing ticket sales to people that didn't necessarily come to Orlando for Disney. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to learn. I think it's pretty cool that it's the first time it's offered, so I get to be the one to kind of share what it is and hope that someone else can find interest in it as well. And so that leads to today. I've actually already moved down to Orlando. I'm living in Celebration, where my office is located, which is very nice. And I already had casting on Wednesday. And so that took about 30 minutes. And it's just filling out your basic information, making sure that all your paperwork is lined up, and that you are set for traditions. And so I have traditions tomorrow, which is Saturday, and that is when I officially become a cast member again, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. And luckily, as I was leaving casting, I got a phone call from my future team, and they told me that we'd be starting work on Monday, which is a holiday, which doesn't bother me. It's fine. They wanted to make sure we got our full first paycheck, and I thought, okay, that's nice, like, gonna have money. And then she tells us that we are starting by doing a scavenger hunt in the parks. Like, what? I get paid to go do a scavenger hunt in the parks for 8 hours. I've decided that I'm never leaving Disney, and this is the life. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to take you on this journey with me and see kind of where the professional internship goes. So if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified. I plan on doing weekly videos, so some of them will be vlogs, just kind of like playing at the parks, and then some of them will be more sit-down videos like this. So if you have any recommendations of anything you want to see, be sure to comment that below, and I will try my best to get to it. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Going.